Students, next topic, microscopic model of current. Students, already you know what is meant by current. The flow of electron is called current. Okay, simply you know that is the rate of flow of charge is called current. So the general formula for the current I is equal to dq divided by dt. Today class we are going to discuss microscopic model of current. So to calculate the microscopic model of current, first we are going to calculate the charge, net charge of the conductor. Okay, by using the net charge of the conductor, we are going to calculate the values of I. To calculate the net charge, here first we need to calculate the number of electrons present in a conductor. By using this number of electron, you can calculate the total charge present in a conductor. Because each electron, it has a charge that is E, already you know that. So, by using the concept of total number of electrons present in a conductor into charge of each electron, we can calculate the total charge. By using that values, you can calculate the value for the current. Okay friends, this is a concept for this question. So, to discuss microscopic model of current, first we consider a conductor with the area of cross section A. It has a area is A. And the electric field E vector is applied to the conductor from right side to left side. Okay students? So, when the electric field is applied means the electrons present in a conductor, it experiences a force. So this is moves from one point to another point. Here we take the number of electrons present per volume. Okay, that is number of electrons per unit volume. The number of electrons per unit volume is equal to small letter n. Okay, per unit volume it has a number of electron is n. So when the electric field is applied, that electron it is moves from the one place to another place. Due to the force experienced, it is moves from one point to another point. Here we take it is moves from this point to this point. Its cover the distance is dx. When the electric field is applied, here all the electrons present in a conductor, it is moves with velocity is tripped velocity, that is Vd vector. It is moves with the same tripped velocity Vd vector. So we can write the tripped velocity of the electron is equal to Vd. So, by using this concept, we are going to calculate the values of the tripped velocity. Means when the electric field is applied, the electrons moves from this point to this point. It is cover the distance is dx. It take a time is dt. Okay. So it will travel the distance dx. It will take a time is tt. Means we can calculate the tripped velocity. The tripped velocity Vd is equal to displacement divided by time. Okay, dx divided by dt. By using this concept, we can calculate the values of the dx. What is the values of the dx? The distance traveled by the electron. That is dx is equal to Vd into dt. Okay, so we take this is a first equation. Okay, dx is equal to Vd into dt. Right. Now, since A is a area of cross section, so the electron available in the volume, okay, we consider the area is A, it will take a distance is dx. So here in the volume we are going to calculate the number of electrons present in a conductor. Okay, So for the distance dx, the area is A, we are going to calculate the number of electrons present in a conductor. So the electrons available in the volume of dx length. Okay, right? So the electrons available in the volume of length dx, it can be calculated by using volume into number of electrons per unit volume. Okay, per unit it has the number of electrons is n. Now we want to calculate the number of electrons available in the volume of length dx. So you know the area and distance, so we can get what is the volume. Volume is equal to area into distance. Okay, it is give the volume of the conductor of a length dx into the number of electrons per unit volume is n. So we can write the electrons available in the volume of length dx x n into a into dx. Okay students, this is equation number 2, right? So already you know the values of the dx from the first equation. So substituting equation 1 in equation 2, we get the number of electrons. The number of electrons available in the volume of length dx is equal to n into a into dx. What is dx? That is vd into dt. V suffix d into dt. Okay students, so this is a number of electrons per the number of electrons of the volume, number of electrons in the volume of length dx. Okay, from the length dx we are going to calculate the total charge in the element, the total charge in the element. Okay, so we calculate the value. Now you are going to calculate the values of the total charge in the element dq. The total charge in the element dq is equal to charge per electron into number of electron in the volume. Okay, so number of electrons in the volume element or in the volume of length dx. Okay students, so here you know that total charge in the element is not able to dq. So dq is equal to charge. The charge per electron is E, you know. Okay, the charge of the electron is not able to E into number of electrons available in the volume of length dx is equal to n into a into v d dt. Okay students, right? So you know the values of the dq. Okay, so we can calculate the current. Hence current I is equal to dq divided by dt. Okay, so the I is equal to, what is the values of the dq? That is E n a v d dt divided by dt. So dt cancelled means I is equal to n into E into a into vd. Okay, so this is a third equation. So this is a microscopic model of current. Okay students, Follow that. Now we are going to discuss current density. Is noted by letter J. So the definition for the current density, the current per unit area of cross section of the conductor is called current density. Okay students, what is current density? It is defined as the current per unit area of cross section of the conductor. Simply in formula, J is equal to I divided by A. So from the formula you can give the definition for it. It is defined as the current per unit area of cross section. The current per unit area of cross section is called current density, that is J. Okay students, so J is equal to I divided by A. So the SI unit of current density, SI unit of current density is, already you know, the unit for the current is ampere per, the unit for the area is meter square. So that is ampere per meter square is the unit for the current density. Otherwise it is also called as ampere meter inverse square. Okay students, so by using this, the microscopic model of current, we can write the J is equal to, what is the values of I? I is equal to N into E into A into Vd divided by A. Okay, so we can write A cancelled. So what is the values of the J? J is equal to N into E into Vd. Okay, this is a fourth equation. Okay students, right, this is a value for the current density. Okay students, so this expression is valid only when the direction of the current is perpendicular to the area. The direction of the current is perpendicular to the area A. Okay, this equation, it is only valid for the direction of the current is perpendicular to the area. In general, the current density is a vector quantity, so it can be written as J vector is equal to N into E into Vd vector in vector form. Okay students, so you know the values of the trip to velocity. The value of the trip to velocity is substituting in the equation. The values of the Vd. What is the Vd? Vd is equal to dx divided by dt. Okay. And from the definitions of the trip to velocity, last class we discussed Vd is equal to minus E vector divided by m into tau. So these equations, substituting the Vd is equal to minus E vector divided by m tau in equation 4, we get J vector is equal to N E. What is Vd? That is minus E divided by m into tau. So the J vector is equal to N, that is negative, minus N E into E square tau E vector divided by m. From this equation, we take the N means number of electron, E means charge of an electron, tau means that is a constant values, m is a mass of an electron. Okay students, so we can take these values. Okay, these values, these are the constant, so it is considered as sigma, one constant, into E vector. So the J vector is equal to minus sigma E vector. Okay, it is another form of current density. It is another form of current density. But conventionally, we will take the direction of conventional current density as the directions of the electric field. So the above equation become, okay students, J vector is equal to sigma E vector. Okay, we know the conventional current, right? The directions of the conventional current is can be written as J vector is equal to sigma E vector, because the direction of the conventional current density as the directions of the electric field, so we can neglect this negative sign. Okay students, so the J vector is equal to sigma E vector. Okay students, right? Here these values, that is sigma, we take sigma, the sigma is equal to n into E square tau divided by m, is called conductivity. Is called conductivity. Is called conductivity. Okay students, so here this is equation number 5. The equation 5 is called microscopic form of Ohm's law. Students, listen me, this is a microscopic form of Ohm's law. Microscopic form of Ohm's law. J vector is equal to sigma E vector. It is a microscopic form of Ohm's law. Here the sigma is equal to n E square tau divided by m is called a conductivity. From the conductivity we are going to derive resistivity. What is the meaning for resistivity? The inverse of conductivity. The inverse of conductivity is called resistivity. Okay students, so the resistivity is notable letter rho is equal to inverse of conductivity, that is 1 divided by sigma. So already you know the values of the sigma. It is substituting this equation means m divided by n E square tau. This is the values of the resistivity rho. Okay students, so this is a equation for microscopic model of a current. This is a equation for microscopic model of Ohm's law. Students, this is very important. 5 more questions students.